and I can seize my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Hey, Tristan. Oh, they don't have like.
Where's Tristan?
Hey, Tristan, his office in hand, the zombie king.
Hey, Tristan. It's Renee Winterstatter.
Hello, Tristan. This is Bob Paul.
Hi, Tristan. My name's Agnes Garbuska.
Hi, Tristan.
Hi, Tristan.
Hi, Tristan. Hey, Tristan. I hope you're doing really well. Hey, Tristan.
Hi, Tristan. It's Gail.
Tristan, hi, I'm Donnie Cates.
Hey, Tristan, this is Tim Seeley.
Hi, Tristan, it's George Perez.
Hi, Tristan.
Hey Tristan, thanks so much for reading, and I hope you continue to enjoy the books.
Hey, Tristan, where the hell are you?
Tristan, where are you?
Tristan, where are you?
Tristan, where are you?
Hi, this is Rags Morales.
Hi, I'm Paul Story.
Hi, my name's Jamie Tinham. Hey, guys, this is Joe Prado. I'm comic book artist Freddie Williams II.
Hey, Palmiotti. And I'm Amanda Connor.
Hi, I'm Ralph Tedesco from Zenescope, and you're watching Nerdette's Newsstand. And you are watching Nerdette Newsstand. Nerdette's Newsstand.
Welcome to Nerdette's Newsstand. You're listening to Nerdette's Newsstand.
Nerdette's Newsstand.
And you are watching Nerdette Newsstand.
I was muted. Good morning, everyone. We have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot, honestly, I'm probably going to go through my best books of the week pretty quickly because we have a little bit of controversy to talk about. And then we also have solicitations to go through. We have to talk about Wonder Woman Trinity, Wonder Woman's daughter, Trinity, and, how she's kind of already putting a sour taste into some people's mouth. Not mine. I love her. But of course I was going to love her, right? She's a sassy little thing, and I adore her. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's say good morning. Good morning, James. Good morning, Sultan. Good morning, Robert. What happened to your updated intro? Is that not the updated one? I think I had that when I was using EV Mux. I'll have to fix it. Yeah, I must have. I know I've got it somewhere on my phone. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Albus. Oh wait, we've got a super chat already. Good morning, Black Phoenix. Let me get to this real quick. Albus. Wait, did that actually say Albus? Holy shit, it actually said Albus. I think there's a first for everything. I must admit, my dear old mulleted friend, your presence here adds a touch of vintage charm to this gallery. No mullets allowed. It's as if the 70s have been transported through time and found refuge on your very scalp. You are a true trendsetter. Have a mullet day. It is weird. It's weird, right? Like, I'm not the only one that thinks it's weird that mullets are coming back in fashion. It's weird. I don't know. I hate mullets. I don't know. Goodness gracious. Wow, you can watch the stream in VR? Really? That's a thing? That's a thing? Okay. All right, I guess that's a thing. Good morning, Hooded Justice. Good morning, Tevia. I'm here, but I'm not queer. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So all right. I was gonna start off with comics, but we're gonna start off with a little bit of controversy because this blew my mind when I saw this, you guys. I want to show you something. And we've talked about the quartering before, right? We've talked about how kind of shameless he is, how ridiculous he is. If my computer would ever load up, that would help. I'm just saying. But I want to show you something. I do. I want to show you something because this was a whole new level of really, really crappy way to handle your channel. Now, do you guys know about the Titanic? Now, I only passively know about this, right? I didn't follow it super closely, but basically there was a Titanic sub that would go down. They were able to like take people, really, really rich people. And I mean, very, very rich people. I'm talking like those seats cost $250,000 to go down and see the Titanic, right? And it only fit 5 people. 2 of them were already staffed. So every time they went down, they were making $500,000, if not more. But I am not kidding you when I say that there is a certain amount of sleaze that can be tolerated. And then there's the quartering, right? Like I've seen so many Bud Light things. I mean, like how much can you cover this? But fine, you're covering Bud Light. It's a trending topic. I suppose it's probably been beaten to death. But look at this. I want to show you the thumbnail. Let me see if I can zoom. Death by woke. I mean, they're shameless. And then there's this. These people were fighting for their life at the time. And he says the dark woke secret of the missing Titanic sub, as the crew has hours to live. Death by woke. This is why I have said over and over again, woke is meaningless. Because of people like this. Woke is absolutely meaningless when you are using it for stuff like this. You're literally using their lives as what? Clicks? Clicks? I mean, very, very much so clicks. He's lost his empathy. Did he ever have it? Did he ever have it? These people are fighting for their lives. I mean, they're like, not to be heartless, but also to be a bit of a realist. They're probably gone now. They've run out of oxygen. And it did seem like there was a good chance that when they lost communication, they had instantly blown up. But how can you put this out there and think that any of that is okay? Death by motherfucking woke. That, and he put a sign, and the main guy right there, who is white. The irony of it, okay. The explorer that went on, the main explorer, says he's got him a sign holding, sorry, no whites. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Like, you should be ashamed. Your whole family should be ashamed. People are fighting for their lives. And you say death by woke. It honestly blew my mind that he actually put that out there. Well, he said in a live stream that he lost empathy. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. Robert said up here, people were saying they resorted to cannibalism. Why? Why would they resort to cannibalism? It's been like, what was it, 72 hours or something? Like, you can go 3 days without eating. That's weird. It's so fucking weird. But the CEO said they proudly hired diversity hires, and they said they refused to. No, they did not. They said they wanted to inspire. They wanted to bring people on the team that would inspire young people. The lead person, the lead adventurer, was literally a 50-year-old white dude. Tell me you've lost the plot and all you care is about your culture war. And the fact that he's like, you see the video next to him? Remember when he was like going on this really weird, basically sucking Elon's dick, right? And he made that crazy ass video, like begging content creators to make videos and get up out of bed. This is the most important thing since 9/11 or something like that. It was some poll on whether or not Elon should step down as CEO. Now he's okay with freedom of speech being taken away. Like Elon at this point has just, I don't know, bought I guess, Twitter to troll, I guess, whatever. Imagine being that privileged. Like, imagine being that, having that amount of money. I was baffled, honestly. To quote the man who needs cannibalism when you have pizza. I mean, I want some pizza. I want some pizza. Sounds delicious. I'm just saying. But I understand when you've been online and making content for a while that sometimes, like, when someone's like, well, I got death threats, and you're like, okay. I get them all the time, right? Like, that doesn't bother me as much. But when people are actively fighting for their lives, when there is nothing they can do, they are 7 hours below the surface. And you use that to equate to woke. You are truly the scum of the earth. The scum of the earth. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Is it too early for pizza? No freaking way. No freaking way. Is it too early? Haven't you ever heard of breakfast pizza? Come on now. Truth is, good morning, MPOS. Elon is outnumbered by the amount of corruption in corporate America. For sure. For sure. But let's not pretend like Elon's not corrupt as fuck. Like, he is corporate America, MPOS. Come on now. All of this call to action to help people just becomes, yes, absolutely. And you know what? I used to very much so. That actually raises a good point. I used to give them credit for saying, hey, this person, you know, they need help. They got demonetized. This person's sick. They need this to GoFundMe. Like, I used to very much so give him credit for trying to help people. And I'll still give credit where it's due. But the fact that I'm left speechless. You lost any goodwill that you built up by helping people, by using it for using people's deaths, fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, for clickbait. You are garbage. Like, do you guys remember? You guys remember those YouTubers there for a while that would get this stupid attention? Okay, so like, say a celebrity died, and they'd be like, oh, I can't think of any that died. They'd be like calling celebrity A at 3 a.m. and they'd have him on their phone. I think his name was J Station, I believe. That's what the quartering's become. He's become a J Station calling the Titanic people at 3 a.m. Like, nope. Nope, you are disgusting. Robert, thank you so much. Something I wanted to bring up. It disgusts me that after Kirby's son and daughter put out a statement in response to the Stanley documentary, I forgot that came out. I need to watch it. It led once again to people saying Stan is worse than Bob Kane. He created zero. But If you guys have never seen the documentary on Hulu, it's called Batman and Bill. It's a great documentary, and it'll explain the Bob Kane situation a lot. But that is not Stan. That is a completely far removed situation that aren't related to each other at all. I don't know exactly. I would be very curious. I guess I didn't look into it. What did Kirby's son and granddaughter have to say? Like, that beef's been going on for years. People will choose sides. I wasn't there. I can't have a strong opinion on it, right? What did Empause you? Okay. I don't think Elon is corrupted. Oh, you're so. Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh, I thought I was naive. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, sorry. I'm just kidding. Even though I question some of his decisions, then again, I don't buy into his brand. I think you over exaggerating a little. Okay, that's my brand, right? That's my brand. Kirby over Stanley. Yeah, of course, right? Like, you've got the Forever people. You've got the whole fourth world. You've got that entire... Like, he created some of my favorite characters ever. But, like, I can't. Bill Finger, yeah, he died broke. And that's a shame. That's a huge shame. All right, guys. We'll save on a little controversy. Well, you know what? We'll go straight. We'll do both controversial topics first. Because, we'll get them out of the way, right? So we'll go to the Young Ripa stuff, and I don't follow this, but I did see a very interesting video from Critical Nerd Theory, who just dropped a video this morning on the Geeky Gazette. You guys should check it out. Now, good morning, E-Hacker. Yes, I am remonetized. I have been for about a month and a half now. Hell yeah. It's fucking awesome. Good morning, girl. So I want to know what you guys think about this situation. So I don't think I'm at the point where we see Critical Nerd is at, right? He said Young Ripa uses charity for millions while bleeding subscribers. Okay, I don't care about the subscriber count, right? But what I want to talk about is I listened to the video this morning, and I didn't know the situation at all. To be fair, like I don't follow Young Ripa's channel. So usually when I get updates, it's something like this, right? Basically, to my understanding, Young Ripa is charging half price. You can, so say you order a $35 book, right? Say you order a $35 book. You can buy another one for half price, $17.50, in order to have it shipped to Comics for Kids. It's a charity that basically gives, sick kids. A lot of times terminal kids in hospitals don't have a lot to do, but they send them books. You can even, as a consumer, right now, say you had 2 long boxes, you had went through your books, you were done with them, you had a couple long boxes full, and you didn't want to just take them to the library, you wanted to do something nice with them, you could send them there, right? It's a good charity. I'm not saying anything bad about the charity. I want to make that clear. But to my understanding, he's charging $17.50, and you can send 1 book there. And basically, he's saying he's using this to profit off of. I don't know, and this is one thing that's great about the Geeky Gazette, right? I don't know that I necessarily agree with him. It depends on how much it costs. Let me see if I can find any information on it. I would have to see like price printouts and stuff on how much it costs to do a graphic novel, what it would be individually, like after he's paid I think Gabe El Taib does the coloring. Cliff Richards does the art. He doesn't have any cost for writing because he does it himself. And then you've got printer cost and stuff like that. I imagine it's less than $17.50. I do imagine that it is. So I imagine he's still making a little bit off of it. I don't think it's a lot. But I would have to see a printout. I don't know that I feel like this is a bad thing. Like, if you're okay, here's where I'm at with this. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of weird virtue signal when they're against virtue signaling, sure. But he's trying to help kids, right? How can I not like that? But if he really had charity in mind, he wouldn't still be charging you $17.50. He would be figuring out what cost was, right? At bare minimum, what cost was. And I'm sure it's probably more around, I don't know, maybe $10, right? And then a lot of times when you see these companies like this, they'll match, right? They'll match what, say you donate one book, they'll donate one also. But I don't think this is as big as a controversy as people are making it out to be, because anything that comes with helping kids out, especially 6 kids, right? I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Do I think he's probably making a buck off it? Fuck yes, he is, right? That's capitalism. It's not moral, but it's capitalism. Is it 100 pages? I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. But I find this one a little bit different because you guys know I have a weak spot for the little ones. So I'm not going to hate on it, right? Like, you probably are benefiting. I mean, you definitely are benefiting. You're definitely making money off this. You can't tell me otherwise, right? But it's kids, right? He's trying to help kids. Oh, for sure. And I totally agree with this. People generally didn't buy ISOM for the comic. They bought it to follow, because they follow ripoff. And maybe not everyone, but I think there's a good amount of people that absolutely, right? His job is to get them to open it. Whether or not they do, that's, and then they've got merch and stuff too. But like, how can you hate on somebody that's trying to help? Right? But I wish he would do it at cost, I guess is the difference I would say here. Instead of benefiting and profiting from, I guess that I can see how that's a bigger issue, right? He is profiting from using kids as a tool. I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling about this one because I got a weak spot for kids, but it's if it's 112, it's costly for sure. I would say that's why I said probably $10. Probably $10 each, right? But I don't know. It's for children. I'm not. I don't care. I wish I would say the best thing he could do is match it, but that's asking a lot of, somebody like him. It's the whole Mr. Beast situation, again, with these peeps that hate him and will hate him even if charity, they go, oh, you're doing charity. How come you aren't selling your house or giving it to charity? No, he's helping kids. How can I fucking hate that, right? How can I hate that? That's amazing. I wish I could do more for something like that. So I have no issue with it. Mr. Beast, though, the Mr. Beast stuff sometimes blows my mind, right? Because people will hate on Mr. Beast like, oh, you basically healed 1,000 people that couldn't see. Why didn't you do 2,000? Why didn't you give them all $1,000 too? Why don't you buy them all a house? Like, it gets to ridiculous levels, right? It gets to ridiculous levels with Mr. Beast. And it's almost every time he puts out a video lately. Like, if it's not because Chris Tyson is trans, it's because he didn't give enough money or take enough money or do this right. It's ridiculous. So, it's like in South Park where they ask if, for $1 and they go, oh, how's, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think this is a controversy. I just think he's given to kids, right? I can't hate on that. I can't. All right, let's get into our top books of the week. It was a small week, you guys. It was a small, shitty ass week. There were 2-3 really, really good books. And I am talking really, really good books, right? And then the other 2 were like, it's okay. It's okay. This week will be better. Why are you guys fighting? Like, it's what you're talking about is subjective. Chill out. Some writers had to write several comics a month to make ends meet. Yes, they barely get paid. My only contention with Eric doing is making others pay for it. If he were truly charitable, he'd donate some of the books. That's why I said it would be a cool idea to like match it, right? But I can't hate it. It's kids, right? Like I'm all for helping kids. I'm all for helping kids, and especially like all kids, obviously, but like sick kids. Okay, so our first book we're going to talk about today is Spirit World number 2. It was my number 5. Now here's the thing: we're going to talk about this a little bit in depth because this took a lot of context clues to understand what was going on. There is a, so Xanth is our main character here. I'll show you Xanth. This is Xanth. This is our main character. Xanth is non-binary. Xanth is non-binary. There is going to be a part that got there. I put it on my community post because I only had 2. I like the first issue and I like this one too. I only had 2 real criticisms of it. If you don't know what dead naming is, you're not going to understand this. So some of the older generations reading this will not understand context clues, right? And I also had a little bit of an issue because their parents misgender Xanth. And I probably will 100 times while I'm talking about this. I apologize. But the villain is respectful of Xanth pronouns. Let me repeat that. Xanth's parents misgender them, but the villain or goblin thing in this respects Xanth's pronouns. I was so confused reading this, and I can tell you right now, this would have not made my top book of the week if there was something. Let me look. I don't even think there was anything better last week. I think there was like 5 books I read, and that's the reason why I was so confused on what to put. Yeah, oh, you know what? I could have put in You've Been Canceled. That one was better than this. But that was from 2 weeks ago. Okay, Samuel said, wait. He's donated a copy. Does that make sense? Which one comes first? You get to choose whether or not you donate a single copy of ISOM 2, a bundle of 5 copies, a bundle of 10, or even catch-up pack with ISOM 1 and 2. His donated copies will be half of the cost of the usual book. He will cover the rest and send them to Comic Book for Kids. I don't think there's any cost to him. There for sure isn't any cost to him if you're already paying $17.50. But that's great. That's fucking great, right? I'm sorry, I can't hate it. Like I know some people were upset about it, but I'm not. I'm like, he's helping kids. He's helping sick kids. fucking awesome, right? Fucking awesome. All right, so we have Xanth. And this issue I read last night, this is really good. It's from Bruno Redondo and Tom Taylor have done a couple little like projects together when it comes to the Nightwing book. They did one on Nightwing 87 was one full panel, right? It was one continuous story. This one takes place from Dick's point of view, and it's really, really good, and it's really cool. So we have Xanth. Let me see if we can get to the okay, we're going to start off heavy with the see this squiggly line here? This issue came out last week? Wait, hold on. What? That issue just came out this week. Yeah, that's why it's not on my tab book. Yeah. So this is a name that's scribbled out and scratched out. Yes. This is the dead naming. Again, it was written very well. Hold on. I got to rephrase that. It was written well enough that after reading through it twice, I was able to understand it. It was fine. It was fine. But CBR did an odd article about dead naming situation in this book. I mean, it was written with respect is the way I should put it. But it was a little hard to understand with the context of the book, right? Because we go through this whole thing and we've got Constantine has been with her the whole time. And they keep calling and then they say, we finally have our little girl back. And Constantine's kind of trying to calm her down, right? He's like, Xanth. And they say, who's that? And he said, that's them, right? Like, so why do you keep calling Xanth? And we don't actually know the dead name here. They never let us know. But Xanth finally gets upset and leaves, right? And because they just over and over keep disrespecting her. And she's done with the whole thing. But she does end up leaving. And this is what's weird to me. This is where I go back to, there's a few little things that could be switched in this book that would make it a lot better. Right? Where'd it go? Empause, thank you so much. Someone leaked my massage. What? Let me look. Oh my God. Freaking cat. Most uncool. Thank you so much, Empause. Oh my God. They're always on Imgur. Do you use Imgur a lot? I never really use that site. Okay, so anyways, this is Cassandra, and then I forget. Oh, Bowen. Bowen is his name. And then the old lady, they're in the spirit world. Now, here's where I'm going to tell you it's weird. We just went through that whole thing, right? With the parents dead naming Xanth over and over again, saying, here's my little girl back. Basically, wait, hold on. I think there was a little part, I could be wrong. Now that I remember, wasn't there a part about Xanth being on testosterone? Oh, and the mom keeps going, oh, you need to find a good boy and settle down. I could swear I remember, but I'm not sure. So basically this demon wants Xanth, right? Give them to me, you hag, right? If their pronouns are they, them, the demon is respecting the pronouns while the parents are douchebags? Does anyone else see how that's a little weird? Like, I could understand from an editorial standpoint, you want to know who they're talking about, so you use their correct pronouns. But this This is a literal demon from the spirit world. Maybe this shouldn't have been on my top 5s. I'm just saying. The art is incredible. Give me their bodies. See, over and over again, this demon that Cassie and Bowen are fighting are respecting Xanth pronouns. I mean, it's a demon, right? Like Shelby says right here. Maybe have them call her, them, it to dehumanize. It's a demon. Wouldn't that make more sense? Like, I don't think a demon literally cares about your pronouns. I'm just putting it out there. I don't think it's that serious. Basically, the parents put him under a spell, but because the spells are all made for that person. So they have to have a spell for Constantine so he can't move, and a spell for Xanth. But they made the mistake of putting Xanth's dead name on there, right? So it says this one was written for the dead name. We don't know what it was. That's not me. It never was. So they're able to escape. And actually, Constantine's pretty cool about shit. I mean, he's not like super nice, like, because it's Constantine, right? But he's like, I get it. Like, I had a shit ass origin too, right? So her Xanth's sister shows up, and they find out that Xanth, that she's been watching Xanth, and that Xanth is the connection, or Steffi, her sister, is the connection between the living and the dead. And it's actually very cute. I love her design. She's adorable. And we get to find out that, you know, I tell you, this art is so good, but I do feel like there's some editorial issues here. I really do. So that's pretty much it. We meet this new Shen. You guys, I forgot about Shen. You guys, Shen is a cat boy. Hold on, please look at the screen. Please. Shen is a TikTok cat boy. Shen is a TikTok cat boy. I mean, I hello, Bowen. Have you finally cut? Wait, hold on. I think it's a boy. And he's got ears. He's a TikTok cat. Okay, I forgot. He said no. Okay, wait. No, Bowen. I think it's a boy. I think it's a boy. But they go to the spirit world, ... Actually, so I will give credit here. Okay, actually, I have another editorial issue here. Okay. Does anyone remember? You were going cat boys. Yes, this is literally a cat boy. Okay. Maybe it's a Chinese thing I don't know about. I should probably have asked Bianca, but I don't know. Okay, so do you guys remember when I went over the Pride issue? There was one story that was by Christopher Cantwell that I was like, holy crap, he wrote a good story. It was a story about Superman, John Kent, and Constantine. This is another editorial issue. Okay, hold on. They freed Oliver's soul in that story, which came previous to this, right? They freed Oliver's souls, what I believe was it was from a old Constantine run, I believe, by Cy Spurrier. I could be wrong about that. I could be way off about that. I think it's older than that. But regardless, they freed Oliver's soul, right? But I guess they didn't get the memo. The writer of this didn't get the memo because apparently Oliver is still stuck in the spirit world. So continuity, to hell with it. Okay, there's so much problems with this book. Why did I put it on my list? Oh, wait, because I only read 5. I should have put on Neverwhere, or even though it's super old, but I was going through it. And then I should have put our We've Been Canceled. Okay, can anyone that's read this book, which, let's be real, Robert is probably the only one. Is this Azazi's? Is this supposed to be Azazi's? I didn't read Batman Incorporated. In the spirit world, are they trying to steal Azazi's? Because Neil Gaiman is not going to like that. Not going to like that at all. Oh, wait. No, it can't be. It's a tentacle monster. Never mind. I answered my own question. So a tentacle monster attacks, and that's the end of that one. Yeah, that was good. It was so good. Fuck, I forgot how bad it was until okay. It was fine. It wasn't a bad book. I'm gonna give it one more issue. There was definitely some editorial issues that weren't in the first issue, right? That weren't in the first issue. And the continuity issue bugs me because Oliver's supposed to be free. Maybe that was a bad memory or something like that, right? Like, it could have been anything like that, but I don't know. Are you going to check out Super Killer by Vito? You got to fund his cat hour, though. Fuck no. And the funny thing is I was thought about having him on for an indie interview until I realized he literally sexually abuses his animals. Right? There's no joke there. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being over the top. He literally does. Make it make sense. He's a sick motherfucker. Sick. All right. Yeah, there was some issues with that. I realized that. So yeah, We've Been Canceled. We've Been Canceled was better, even though it's a couple weeks old. So next I have Green Lantern. I'm not a big Green Lantern person, but this has been very good. Well, of course it has, right? This is Jeremy Adams. It's been very good. We get to see how he's got everything back. He basically made the ring out of Manhunter pieces, to my understanding. I guess. So he's happy. He's back. He goes up into space. Oh, I love this part, you guys. Okay. This is great. So you have the demolition team show up, and they're brazen hell, right? And they actually go to escape from the cops. They go into a cemetery, because nobody wants to go into a cemetery, right? Nobody wants to go into a cemetery. So basically, we see Hal spook them. He makes like apparitions, right? And he's scaring the shit out of them. And he says, what did Batman say? They are, oh my God, what is it? Criminals are a cowardly lot or something like that. And he scares them and they give themselves up. And then he ends up going to the sky and his ring breaks, or not breaks, but doesn't work. And then we go back to present day. I love this part. All right, this was a good issue. I love seeing Kilowog, right? For one. And I love that he tells Hal, quit whining. He's like, I am not here to play footsie with you. You are special. Quit being a bitch. I loved it. And then we see, and you know what? This was kind of weird. Maybe it's just Hal's personality. Criminals are a superstitious, cowardly lot. Thank you. So Hal becomes this lead flight person on this passenger plane, right? And we've got Carol and her new boyfriend going. And he wants to talk to Carol. And he's kind of a little shady about it. He where's it at? Is it down here a little bit? He makes it so the guy gets caught in the bathroom so he can talk to Carol. And she's I don't know, he's kind of a dick about it, but whatever. Because she likes her new boyfriend. But then we end up with all these apparition. And you guys got to remember, right? All of this, all of what we're talking about, every single one of these at the end when it comes to DC are leading into night terrors. So everything we're getting is nightmarish, right? So at the end of, I think Spirit World was leading into night terrors. I know this one is, right? So we're leading into that. Does that start next week? Let me look it up. I don't remember. It might be 2 more weeks. Wait, no, it's more than that. It looks like it starts at the end of July. I thought it was earlier in July. Okay. But still, they're going to lead into that because they're monthlies, right? 2 weeks. Okay. Lovecraft mindfuckery. Yep, basically. So it was a good book. Even for, I'm not a big Hal Jordan fan, but I like Jeremy Adams a lot. I think he's a great writer. And he's doing a good job with it, though I will say Hal is a little bit of Hal. And he's fucking kind of, I don't know, he's cocky, right? He's cocky. And it gets a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so, no more, okay. Yeah, this is DC, but no more leading into night terrors. We've got Sandman Universe. This is a mouthful. The Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, The Glass House, right? I love this book. It's unfortunate. I don't think that it's selling like it should be. Which I'm hoping, because I know we're getting a Thessaly tie-in, and I know Dead Boy Detectives are returning. So maybe it's not doing too bad, right? You're burnt out on events. I'm more excited for the nightmare stuff than I was the Lazarus Planet stuff. Lazarus Planet stuff blew ass. It was not good. It was not good at all. So we've got Azazi's talking to Corinthian, saying, don't you want your old life back? Don't you want to be a predator? Basically, there's not too much in this issue except for Corinthian wanting to be a nightmare again, right? They've kind of made him this anti-hero, and he wants to go back to how he was. And Lucian shows up, and he's like, you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Dream will come get you if you're killing people, if you're hurting people. And he's like, fine, whatever. He gives him this book by Max Lee, which is our main guy here. He's been writing basically this book in the back of his mind. And it's kind of not triggered, but it sent out an alarm as to what could happen, because this Max Lee is kind of planning the end of humanity. So they've got to take a look at it. We get to see Flynn, who's dead. She's now the kitty, right? She's now the kitty, and she's having a conversation. Oh my God, what is his name? I forget his name. He's our main guy, too. He's in love with Flynn's dead friend, but I can't remember his name. I don't remember. Oh, well. It's really not that important. So he wants to go see her. Remember, this is Kells, this is Flynn. He can't that night. Corinthian comes back. They finally actually meet. They have to end up talking about this book, but they also talk about a way to get into the building. Now, he actually works at the building. So what they end up doing is putting the book in, or putting the cat in his book bag. But in the meantime, we see Kels. Again, she's dead, right? This is basically hell, but it's made into a, I don't know, like a nightclub. A little bit of a whorehouse. We actually see, and this was weird to me. This guy was from the first series, right? Good morning, Angelo. This guy was from the first series, and now he's his boyfriend. Like, that was one of his best friends. I don't understand why he's there. I don't understand. And he's completely ignoring his friend. Because this is Mr. Teague from the series before. He was basically like the Republican nominee. But we get back, we get to see the God guy. This is the God guy. And they get Kitty Flynn in, and they actually meet somebody else that's stuck there. Let me see if I can get there. They get him in, and they meet somebody else that's stuck there. And he says if he escapes, he's going to be ripped to pieces. And then, dun, 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 we finally get a tidbit on Thessaly. It is all finally come full circle from the very beginning. Tinian is amazing at world building. This story has been so good. Now, I think this will lead into, yes, accompany Thessaly on her journey from San Francisco in Thessaly #1 in anticipation of the Glass House returning in August. So I absolutely love this. We're kind of finding out more if it looks like she's going to be helping them, though I don't truly believe that, right? I love this book. Why are you guys fighting? Like, the whole time, all I see is you guys bitching at each other. I'm trying to get like context, but I don't care that much. I'm not being mean, but I don't get why you guys are even fighting. Okay, so let's go into the best books of the week. We got number 2. Does figure drawing have to be so provocative all the time? Yeah, that's what I figure. Why are you fighting? Pray tell, if you aren't a regular bookworm, then there are infinite amount of amazing books you can read. I mentioned this because you chose writing over art and comics. Yeah, everyone has their preference, right? Everyone has their preference. What's mine? I would say mine's art. Probably. Art can save a mediocre story, just like good writing can save mediocre art. So I guess it's pretty even-handed. You guys saw the art on Sandman Country I just had up. It's a mediocre art. The story, the writing saves it, right? Now, this one kind of has both. I'm not going to lie. This is a new book. Just came out this week. It's called Click, Click, Boom. Not gonna lie, I love the aesthetic, right? I love her. She's so cute. She can't talk, though. She is a mute princess, if you remember from The Walking Dead. The way she actually talks to people is through these Polaroids, right? She leaves little Polaroids everywhere, and that's how she talks to people. So she's looking at this one. She's so weird. She's so fucking weird. She's taking pictures of these people celebrating birthday. And they're like, can you leave? This is so awkward. You're ruining my kid's birthday. Quit taking pictures of us. But, like, I think she's doing it because, like, she never had that. She thought that was really cool, right? This dude walks up, grabs her butt. Like, she's very awkward. She's very, like, socially unaware. Like, she grew up in the middle of nowhere with no internet, no nothing. So he grabs her butt and she's just confused. Like, she's not even offended. She's just confused. So she takes a picture, right? So she thinks this is a normal way to communicate with someone. So the next guy that walks by, she grabs his butt and he's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Right? Like, why are you doing this? She thought it was normal, right? She thought that was totally normal. Robert, thank you so much. For me, game/comic story is more than art and gameplay, period. Let me process this. I can agree with you definitely on games. I like story-based games. It's much more important to me than almost any aspect of gaming. Like, mechanics are for sure important, right? But you can't have great mechanics without an awesome story. And I think that's why I was like, on the BioShock stuff. I love story-driven things. I don't really see why this is like controversial to have an opinion on. Guys are wild. So she goes into this bank. We saw her up here grab her gun. You know, she robs the bank, leaves. She's looking for this man right here. And what we've been led to believe, now mind you, she is mute. So what we've been led to believe, I think that's going to be her grandpa, right? Because we've got a flashback. He's teaching her how to be like a combatant. He's teaching her how to be a soldier. And she ends up getting one over on him and takes that picture. Here's her here. Like he's teaching her how to live life, kind of, but the wrong way. So we see this lady that's doing a podcast. And basically the podcast is like the truth, right? Like it's she's not really a journalist, but she posts like theories and sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right. Like, but she makes sure, like right here, she says, absolutely not without facts. She makes sure to try to do her due diligence. And she's trying to find this girl. She's trying to find anything to find this girl. She's talking to someone on the phone about this girl has been sighted. She sent 2 men to the hospital, opened fire. There was weirdness at this bank and they think that they're connected. And so she goes to, basically, I think this Minerva here is supposed to be something like, what would you call it? Something like, maybe Pfizer, right? Something along that lines. M-Boss, thank you so much. Art is handicap if the choice of viewing, or wait, hold on. I got this. Dyslexia be damned. I got this. Art is handicap if the choice of viewing angles, panel variation, and clarity is lacking. Art alone is right? I love all different type of art. I love different type of stylistic choices. I'm drawn to certain aspects, right? A lot of times you'll see characters like this that'll be something I'm very much so drawn to, right? Crazy Girl, Annabelle from Grimm. These are characters that I'm drawn to. So I get what you're saying, but there has to be a story. 100% there has to be a story. And like, thank you so much, MPause, by the way. Like Robert said, I'll tolerate bad art, weak gameplay if the story is strong. Me too. Right? Like, I'll tolerate, don't get me wrong, Telltale's fine. But like, obviously, I'd much rather be killing bitches and shooting shit than having a conversation. But the stories are so solid in those that they're amazing. Like the first Walking Dead won Game of the Year, a Telltale game. That is why story is most important, right? At least in my aspect of things. So basically, we get this podcaster. She's super nervous. She's going into this Minerva World Services. Like I said, I think it's something like Pfizer. She's trying to find out the corruption with him. And they let her, I think they let her in, right? They let her in. The girl takes a picture of her. But she ends up getting kidnapped by people because they know she's too close to the story, the truth of that company. And then the girl comes in and saves her. Look at her cute little glasses. I love it. She says, Elton? No, not Elton. But she sees her, she takes her, she saves her life. She sees her dancing. She comes over. And she ends up explaining who she is. So they end up meeting. I love her design. She is fucking adorable. And I love that they even took the time to put the expression of the girl in their glasses. Like, this book's great. They go to her house. Click, click, Boom's house. Because, I don't know. I guess we don't have a name yet. And she asks about her dad. And she can't say anything. She explains she can't say anything. She doesn't know sign language. They work out and try to communicate. And she figures out that she uses these pictures to communicate with people and kind of understand what's going on. She's bleeding. She passes out because she's bleeding. She takes a picture. We end the issue with she hides her body in her closet because people found them. And that's it. Like, I was at the end of this, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? How can you end it like this? Okay. This is what I mean. I love the simplest idea of... Cassie Kane was a great example of this. Joseph, good morning. Yes, I do want those glasses, right? She looks like Gaga, a cuter version of Gaga, right? Because Gaga's face is a little like, maybe you wanna have a beer first, right? I'm just saying. But I love this idea. Cassie Kane was she was mute. She was so interesting. And she still is. I love Cassie. But she eventually learned to communicate. I love the idea of using a visual medium and having this mute person simply not be able to communicate. So there's no word bubbles with her. We have to kind of infer and guess on our own. And I really, really like the story. Robert, thank you so much. Okay. Here's the context. When I was going on about the Stan/Jack stuff, figure drawing kept going on about how Jack was more important than Stan. Well, that's subjective, right? So it set me off. We agreed to drop it, which he did. And then he asked that other comment you showed and started again. It's just chill, guys. Like, nobody here is like, everybody's here is nice. It's all opinionated, right? You could have read that story and hated it, thought the art was horrible. You could like Jack more than Stan. I personally do, right? I wouldn't say they were like someone was more important because we're all important in different ways. But, well, it's not that serious. It's comic books. You guys, we have to talk about this. If you haven't bought this book, if you have not checked out this book, I need to make sure you don't have a fever. Reese, funny thing is, if they paid for good writers like they do for artists, maybe comics wouldn't be in their current state. Right. Like, can we just shove Rossmo and some of those to the side? Like, one thing, okay, like using an example this week, Catwoman this week was a little lacking. Normally I'm like, yes, this is the best book of the week, right? Nah, not this week, but we had Nico Leone. Nico Leone is an amazing artist and draws the most, like we've got Onyx, we've got Hasawaga, and we've got Catwoman. They look incredible. The art does lift up that story, right? It won't be in my top 5. I'm just saying it might be an honorable mention, but it's a way. If they hired more quality artists like Nico Leone, like Steven Stajek, like people wouldn't. I don't know. I just don't see it as an issue. Like, You know, it's really pretty. Okay. Regardless of whether or not you want a good story or a good art, I honestly have quite possibly. Oh no, you guys. Oh no, I just thought about this. So I said there was a book like a month and a half ago that was going to be the new Walking Dead, and I forgot to review it because came out last week. I think it was called Survivor. Oh my God, it's so good. I forgot all about it. Okay, but that's like number 2 book of the year so far, right? This should be on your reading list. I'm not being hyperbolic. I am not joking. This will be the best book of the year. I'm not joking even a little bit. This book is the most incredible book I have read since, what was J.H. Williams' book called? Since Wonder Woman Historia, then followed up by, what was J.H. Williams' book called? Hold on, J.H. Williams the third. What was that called? How do I not know the name? But it was an incredible book. Not Promethea. I mean, that was incredible too, but like, it was newer. Promethea? No, it wasn't Promethea. Echolands. Holy shit. Okay, Echolands. And that was a couple of years old, 2021. This is the most incredible book I have read since Echolands. I can't believe how cool of a book this is. Just this art is stunning. I was not familiar with Sandman Universe, but now I want to buy everything they've ever drawn. It is written and illustrated by him, and it is. No, what I was saying is something epic is much like is very yes. Okay. No, Echolands was incredible though too. Both had J.H. Williams, Promethea and Echolands. Both had J.H. Williams art. He's incredible. Such a nice person. This book. Wait, so good that you forgot about it? No. I forgot about Survivor. I didn't forget about this book. I didn't do top 5s last week, and I don't remember why. So at the end of last issue, we found out that the little boy that this focuses on, mother had cancer, right? And basically, it's very Peter Quill, right? It's very Peter Quill. But we're seeing her slowly unravel. He's gone to stay with his aunt, but even down to, hold on, let me see if I can bring this up. I love the way this page is amazing, what it says and how it says it. Talks about the ideas of words and language, a relatively new concept. They were invented to describe emotion, ideas, right? But basically, the reason why we say a picture's worth 1,000 words is because pictures are a superior way, right? It sparks our visual imagination. And one big theme of this book is a little boy, his visualizations, he can see that imagination, that these things are real, right? Nobody else can that we know of so far. But he can see these things right here. All right. So right here, he's back home. Netflix will take down the Sandman series. No, it's not. Wait, is it? Is it going to Max? That's okay. the old saying, show, don't tell. And this book does an incredible, like if you're a shonen fan, if you're a comics book fan, if you like old monsters, if you like new, I don't know, anything, this book is it. He talks about this old man that's dying here. Now, this person isn't real in the sense that you and I are real. This person is real in the sense of this imagination world, right? He's talking about how these are drawn to strong emotions, right? So this person was kind of a crap person when they were alive. So what is brought to them, to their bedside, is darkness and despair. This guy's such a dick to him too. He wants is butter, and the guy pushes it over, right? He feared that's what would happen to his mother. Come to find out, what's surrounding his mother is this glee, this beauty, these beautiful noises, these beautiful creatures, absolutely gorgeously drawn. So we meet his aunt. They end up going together. Now, we see as he's walking out of the hospital, this guy has no arm. You know, he's going to the morgue, right? I love this. I don't know if he was trying to make him like a goofball or what, but he's like, I'm Dwayne Johnson now. No, I'm freaking Dave Bautista. I'm like, what? What? I don't understand it. You got the first issue. Michael, what'd you think? I was just blown away by this. Even the imagery of the cross, right? Like, I was blown away. So you were kind of seeing him, you know, wrestle because his mother's dying, right? I like that idea that he doesn't know where to turn, right? And then next to the cross, he says that everything will be okay eventually. And I thought that was really, really sweet. But we see him in the car with his aunt. We get the typical like cartoony shit that would happen in a cartoon. You can see it in the background. Mind you, she can't see any of this. This was incredible. This scene here was incredible. So they're unpacking his stuff at his aunt's house. Now, this is the first time. Now, if you notice, this tree breaks. We've got, I don't know, what is this supposed to be, like a Dragon Ball Z guy versus superhero? And we've got them fighting it out. And normally they can't interact with the real world, right? But for some reason, this time, this tree breaks. And that becomes important. I think it's going to be more important than what we know. Robert, thank you so much. I want to apologize. It's fine. Both of you are fine. That's why I said just show. The Stan Jack thing has always been a sore subject for me, as well as my preferring story over anything. And I've gotten crap for it in the past. So I was already in an emotional state. It's no excuse. I'm so sorry. You're fine. I swear. Yeah, you guys are fine. Like, having conversations about that kind of stuff and differences is not at all an issue. But we see him break a tree, and they have this incredible, like, gorgeous fight. Like, is it supposed to be, what is his name? Hold on, I seen someone say, yes. James said it looks like Vegeta. I don't know. From Dragon Ball. And I love this guy. He's like, I'm a Texan. He's like, you said American? Fucking, you guys, why am I talking about this so much? But it's so good. But he says, you know, we're not much for complainers down in Texas, and they have this like all out. He said, you look like some Yazuka thug on steroids. And they have this incredible fight. And he's watching the whole thing. Mind you, they're not going to hurt him, right? Because you can't really be hurt during this. But it's so, so good. When we see them fight, we see this incredible scene. His name's the Texan Horn, right? So he ends up killing him here. I didn't know that's what his name was, but maybe Rhino-esque, right? So when it all is over, they take off. And he's kind of still in this trance, and she's like, oh my God, my car. So that was the first time we've seen anybody that's interacting in this world have any real life consequences, right? So that tree actually fell. It fell on her car. So we're seeing more of a crossover here. You guys think this is supposed to be Stanley? I think it's supposed to be Stanley. I do. Good morning, Colin. Vegeta. That's a dumb name. But he sees this old man who tells him to be safe. And he doesn't know who he is. I still think he's supposed to be Stanley. That's my guess. Or some sort of creator type, right? Something like that. He's having a really, really hard time. Really, really hard time. Like, he's saying he feels powerless about his mom. How is he supposed to feel? How is he supposed to act when he knows that he's going to be all alone? And his aunt is really, really sweet and able to take care of him. I love this shot. Bye, Tavia. And I think this is gorgeous. I think it's really well done. They have a nice hug. She says, I'm not embarrassing you, right? And he finally feels comfortable. It's kind of what I got from that scene. But we get this guy, like, they're having a conversation in this world, and he's overhearing it. Like, he says boo in his ear. Like, and then we see, like, this pixel guy. Okay, so this goes on this bully thing. He hates bullies. He was bullied as a kid. But the problem is, when he was bullied, he didn't care because it was him, right? But now he sees this little pixel guy getting bullied. So we're going to see another first here. This little pixel guy is being bullied, and he stands up for him to this Shrek motherfucker, right? And he's like, I didn't care when it was me because it was just me. But when I see it happening to somebody else, I feel like I should do something. I feel angry. So he actually confronts it. And that's the first time. Like, this is just so stunning. And he basically, we see this beautiful scene of him punching through this Shrek dude and saving this little, I don't know, nerdy Lego. And this is another first, right? There's another first that he's actually interacted with them. So there's definitely more coming when it comes to this. And, you know, he's not losing it. I don't want to use that word, but, like, he's happy he stood up to the bully, but he's also going through the stuff with his mom. But he says he feels something inside him, something he lost, something he forgot, something he ignored. And then we get the kind of powerful, you know, feeling of yourself, feeling empowered scene where he says something epic. So he knows there's more to this. You guys, this book is so fucking good. We've got Led Zeppelin provided by YouTube. Like, and then he's got, okay, this is kind of how it ends. We've got Tinkerbell. Now they don't actually interact, but they've got this weird, like, her name's Dahlia. And I think they're almost destined to be, like, either best friends or something like that. It says years later, this force between them will evolve into something worth dying for. And then it's to be continued. And she's so cute. She's so cute. I mean, I haven't seen a book that is this creative, that is this well done since Echolands. I mean, honestly, I was shocked at how it was. Michael said he checked it out. He said it's so imaginative. What creator-owned comics should be like more often. I agree. Like, I want this book to do well, and that sounds like, normally I don't say that. I mean, like I did with Sandman, but, like, I want this book to do well because it's so good and it deserves it. And this hard work should pay off, right? At some point, this hard work should pay off. And it's incredibly original. It's incredibly different and it's incredibly beautiful. I'm going to stop saying incredibly. Like, I'm going to stop. I promise. That was way too many times. Okay, so we need to talk about Trinity, you guys. So I shared something on my post the other day before I read Wonder Woman 800. And mind you, I didn't actually read Wonder Woman 800. Let me share my screen here. I did not read. I haven't been reading Wonder Woman for one. Also, I don't like that they're using these, like, what's it called here? Whatever happened to something is the name of the title. And they're kind of using this like cheap gimmick to sell the book on whatever happened to Truth, Justice, and the American Way, right? But I didn't read this. I won't read Clunred anymore. I don't like Becky Cloonan. I don't think she's good with Wonder Woman. I don't think Michael Conrad is any better. But I did get this for the backup story. Now I want to show you something. Before we get to the backup, I don't know, and it'll say at the end, but they use different artists for each of the dream sequences, and this artist is downright gorgeous. Like there's eyes down here. I want to show you. This is beautiful. Look at this. I wonder if this is the same person that did that Midnighter an Apollo story in the Pride book. I'll have to look when we get down there. But this Yara Flor sequence is absolutely stunning. We need more Yara Flor in our life. It is a reference. Yeah, that's what I just said. It absolutely is a reference to that, but it's a cheap gimmick because it's not near as good as either one of those stories. Not near as good. The Walking Dead was a rating hit for AMC on its streaming service AMC Plus. It debuted at 683. Yeah, it was freaking great too. It was so good. I love that part when Maggie was like talking about the guy they need to find, and she does like this thing where she goes, what'd she say? He had a familiar sound and she started whistling. Oh, so good. There were so many good moments in that. But yeah, I'm not interested in this story. I'm glad to see the Clunred era come to an end. There was some incredible art in this. I want to see, is that, that's gotta be the guy that did the Stargirl book. And I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but that looks like his art. I want to see if it's got all the artists listed at the end. That looks like shit. Whoa, you guys. Did they give Wonder Woman a beard? Why does it look like Wonder Woman has a beard? What the fuck? Wendy, you need to shave a little bit. You need to shave just a little bit. But, I mean, fine. I'm just glad to see it come to an end. And then we had this incredible, oh my God, you guys. This is another reason why I got this book. Fucking Jen Bartel. I don't care. If it has her name on it, I buy it. Do you remember that Wonder Woman, what was it called? Immortal Wonder Woman. One of the most beautiful books of the year. Beautiful books. Where are the credits in this motherfucker? They gotta be here somewhere. Hero, the Warrior of Truth. Okay, so we've got... Wait, that was Joelle Jones. Oh, yeah, no, that was Jen Bartel. Okay. Who was that? I want to know who that artist was. Yep, that was Todd Nuck. Okay, I can do this on my own time. I'm just very curious who that artist was in the beginning because it was stunning. But let's get to the important part that not everybody, people are upset about, okay? People are upset about. You said Truth, Justice, and the American Way. What? It's so... Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. What the fuck ever? I'm so confused. So I ended up deleting my post because I was just being snarky, right? saying that she's pretentious and thinks she's the best at everything and da 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 da. And I was like, hey, people don't like that. That's all my personality. That's all I got. Come on now. Robert, thank you so much. Did you ever realize Trinity represents the Superman mantra? Wonder Woman is truth, Batman is justice, and Superman is the American way. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't even think about it. So Trinity. So this is in the future. John is Superman. Damian is Batman. And Trinity is Elizabeth something Marston Moulton Mahonian the third. I don't know. We'll get to her name. But her nickname is Trinity, right? Instead of Wonder Woman, it's Trinity, right? Okay. Who the hell gave Batman a collar? Didn't they start that in Batman 666? I think. That's a hell of a costume. That feels like it would be really, really heavy. But whatever. Damian clearly dislikes Trinity. I mean, I guess rightfully so. She is a bit of a bitch, right? And by bitch, I mean she's awesome. She's kind of mousy. She's kind of mousy looking, which could be just her age. She ends up being late. Now I'm going to read this to you because I want your opinion on it. You guys already know I like her. She says, I'm late because I was fighting 12 deities. And that takes a little time. Please forgive me. I regret it so. She's being a smartass, right? That's why I love her. You didn't see me because I'm, I don't know, like better than you at all the things. Is this news? I think, okay, this is, was he drunk when he designed it? Maybe. It's grown on me. It does feel like it's very heavy and impractical, but it's grown on me. Here's the thing. People are calling her a girl boss and stuff, right? I don't have an issue with it because I joke around like that too, right? Like, I joke around like that too. I'm a smart ass like that too. So I get, but also at the same time, some people don't like that about me. So, I mean, it's up to your taste. But I know a lot of people weren't liking that she was being snarky like that. Like, girls aren't allowed to be snarky. Like, I'm going to go real sexist here for a second. Okay? Girls aren't allowed to have that Tony Stark, Constantine archetype where you're a little bit snarky, a little bit confident without being called the girl boss or a bitch, right? Right? Tony Stark has literally said that shit. And nobody bats an eye. But a girl say it, right? A girl. And she's a little bit of a bitch. But I'm a little bit of a bitch too. So, like, I dig it. I'm not going to lie. I dig it. I'm, like, better than you at all things. Random character says to Superman and Batman because she's female, of course. This is DC. He's an idiot. Like, grade A idiot. Nobody cares what he thinks. Not even Comicsgate. That I don't regret, but you probably do. So I'm sorry about that if you do the regretting. If that helps. If it doesn't, that's not on me. Like, she's very snarky. Okay. Remember Yara Flor? We all remember Yara Flor because we love her, right? Yara Flor was fucking great. She is her turned up to 10 in a very sarcastic, bitchy way, right? But she wants them, they're going in this place they're not supposed to. And we're trying to find out more about her backstory. Up here it says, We are soon to betray our sacred oath that defile what gods are left in this world. So my best guess here, I'm gonna guess that the person she's talking to at the end is Highfather. I don't know yet. It's still based around mystery, but I mean, I don't see an issue with it. She's just snarky. I don't know. What about King wrote this stuff to trigger people, you think? Yeah, you're probably correct on that. Like, I can totally see him doing that. But also, it's Tom King, so I'm assuming this is going to be a very good story. Like, I like most of Tom King. If he goes by way of, like, what he's done with the Elseworld stuff lately, I think it'll be great. The problem is I don't want him to go by the way of Batman. I just don't. There's times when Thor put Stark in his place, and there's times where Damien's put her in her place, right? Like, we even see that. He's like, I'll dig her a hole, right? So, like, we're going to this magic cave of death. There are 3 trials: pain, skill, honor. See what I mean? She's a bit mousy. Maybe it's just maybe it's just the way she's drawn here, but she looks a little like she's got a giant nose. Basically what we have, see, he gets pissed at her. Superman has to stop him. We've got the first trial, which is pain, and that is where John goes, and now he has to keep holding on to this with immense pain in order for this door to stay open. And we do see, like, here she's not freaking out, but she's really worried about her friend, right? Gorgeous here. She looks gorgeous here. And we see skill, and that is Damien, right? I love the way this looks. So good. Then he has to take on this lady, and they have to keep fighting until the doors open. In honor, that is her. I love this part down here. We get to find out a little bit, not really, but they're hinting at her. Lasso of truth. She says it's not gold. It's 3 different colors. So it's not the gold that should concern you, spirit, but the black. So we don't know what they are, but she's obviously using some sort of dark forces. And she's fighting against this person. I love this. She says, and by the greatness of Era, I will never disappoint my mother. She knows her mother could never be disappointed in her. I like this. She's walking in here like she owns the fucking place, right? I am Elizabeth Marston Prince, champion of the Amazons, leader of the Justice League, and daughter of Diana, and the first holder of the 3 lassos of fate. I want to know more about that. But she's talking to this old man. She wants to know her story. Her mother would never tell her who her father was, for one, right? She wants to know. Seems like she was purposely written to be arrogant. Arrogance is a character flaw, one that character usually grows out of as the story progresses. Exactly, except for, my outrage. Outrage wins the day. Duh. So we get her searching for her story. I do think this is Highfather. Who else could it be? Like, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. He looks old as fuck. But why would he be in jail? He's gonna tell her the story. And I do like how she says he keeps going on and on, right? About Diana. And she's like super duper. But I've got one brother talking about, the boys, stuck in an infinite loop of pain and one in an unwinnable match. So hurry the fuck up, basically. Is what she said here. Like, hurry the fuck up. So you see that love. You see that love with John. You see that human side of her very briefly. I think like Raymond said, it's a character flaw. She's afraid to show it. We just don't know why yet. Good morning, Christopher. Ooh. The three lassos of fate could be connected to the Greek sisters of fate. Yeah. Thing is, I'm positive Diana was just, yeah, absolutely. We've seen Diana be cocky when she wanted to leave the island when she was young. Surely Damien knows Greek and several other languages. He said he does. I don't think he does. I don't think he knows Greek. I know he knows several other languages, but I don't think he knows Greek. I will say that I really enjoyed her intro, right? Like, yeah, is she a little bit of a bitch? For fucking sure. But we should be allowed to have those characters without have them, be this big fucking thing. Then, like, we've got male characters like that, right? I don't really see the issue. I can imagine. Can you imagine if like Gert was made now from Runaways? People would be like, "Oh my god, they made a feminist. It's so woke, SJW. It's so woke." Have we talked about Secret Invasion? No, I am not watching Secret Invasion because apparently my giant SJW ass doesn't like AI. I'm not watching it. I was going to cover it. I was actually going to cover it today. The fact that they used AI, I'm out. And the spoiler I heard about the first episode, I am so fucking out. I am so out. You don't think it's the High Father? I wonder who it could be. Like, we know he's a god. Maybe Calabac? That wouldn't make sense either. I don't know. Yeah, it pissed me off. Yeah, don't say it. Yeah, but it pissed me off too. It really did. All right, so what do we got for September? We're so far ahead. Holy shit, September. The Gotham War. Chip Zdarsky and Teenie Howard. Okay. We've got some nice covers. What is this? I love it. That's kind of cool. It looks like the proportions are a little weird. Maybe that's just me. I'm glad to see them fight. I can't wait for them to like just completely kill each other. Not kill each other, like hate each other. I'm here for it. The team behind Secret Invasion AI titles respond to backlash. No artist job were replaced by incorporating these new tools. All right. I mean, that's fair. I still think it was really, really stupid to use some cheap ass looking, horrible intro making AI. That looks awful. It looks awful. Awful. So we've got a Red Hood tie-in. I'm only excited about this because I want them separate. Batman 137, that's gorgeous. Oh my god. Catwoman 57, the Gotham War Part 3. Okay, so this Gotham War is going to be bigger. I guess I'm going to have to look more up on it just because I haven't. While Batman finds himself more and more isolated, Selina is never alone. Woke! Sorry, I had to. Batman and Robin #1, yes. They are going to do the Night Terror stuff. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, our Birds of Prey book. You guys, I'm so excited for this book. I am so excited for Birds of Prey. I am not kidding you. This is like my most anticipated book in September. It's going to be so good. High Father is from New Genesis. Correct. It's by Kelly Thompson, who, good, steal her from Marvel. She did a great job with Captain Marvel. Steal her. I'm totally okay with that. It says every mission matters. Life. The only thing I wish with this, right, is that we would have gotten Miracle Molly instead of Harley Quinn. But you kind of knew we were going to get Harley Quinn. But look at this, you guys. Let me zoom in. Look at this wraparound. We got Big Barda. Like, I am all in on this story. Look at that. It's got to be Art Germ. Beautiful, beautiful book. Dinah Lance is one of the, yeah. So they're going to do, and joined by her Hawkeye partner in crime. Okay. All right, then we got our Penguin book by Tom King. I'm excited for this one too. I do think that it'll probably be Tom King. According to Perch videos, Kelly Thompson backstabs a lot of creators. Really? I didn't know that. I haven't watched Perch lately, though. Oh, she's a good writer. That's a gorgeous cover, too. Okay, Batman Brave and the Bold. This is kind of like... I don't know that I'll be getting this. Maybe I'll wait for it on trade, I think is what I'm going to do, because it's a lot of stories in one, and Urban Legends really burned me, but they do have some nice covers. Rom V, oh my God, you guys, I can't take much of Detective Comics anymore. An Asthma demon is tethered to Batman. Now it's up to Bruce's inner demons to save him from this very real one. But what about the Barbados entity that's been lurking beside them? I mean, actually, that sounds kind of interesting. I was being a smartass there, but that actually sounds kind of interesting. Nightwing's consistently good, always good. Sail the high seas with Nightwing and Batgirl across the ocean church. Oh, so are they finally going back to that, like, cave that they went into, maybe? We got Harley. Oh my God, it's Harley. I still haven't read that third issue of Teenie Howard's because I'm really, really, I don't want to. I don't want to because I know I'm going to hate it. I know I'm going to hate it. And I can't do it. Ahoy, I returned from the night. Okay, wait, does it says anything about her? Lady Quirk is back. Oh, God. I can't do it. I can't do it. Poison Ivy. This one's been good. She's back in Gotham. She investigates the inner workings. Okay. She's going to a brand new villain in the Poison Ivy Pantheon and a Rogues. Plus is Janet. Wait! Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Are you ready to hold on? A brand new villain. Awesome. Plus is Janet from HR cheating on Ivy. What? 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 What the fuck are you talking about? Have you guys talked at all? Like Harley, writer, Teenie Howard? Have you had any conversation with her? Because, this makes no goddamn sense. Are they in a polyamorous relationship now? Then it wouldn't be cheating. None of this makes any sense. Because Harley has a girlfriend and it's Ivy. That's gorgeous. That makes no sense. Wonder Woman by Tom King, #1. After a mysterious Amazon is accused of mass murder. Ooh. Listen to this. Congress passes the Amazon Safety Act. barring all Amazons from U.S. soil. To carry out their plans, the government starts a task force, the Amazon Extradition Entity Acts, to remove those who don't comply by any means necessary. Well, that's a little over the top, but okay. Now, in search for the truth behind the killing, Wonder Woman finds herself an outlaw in a world she's sworn to protect. I like that. I like that a lot. But I'm still on like Janet from HR. I just don't understand that at all. So we got Flash from Cy Spurrier starting. Oh, look, all the wholesomeness has even been sucked out of the covers. Wally has never been quicker, more fulfilled, more heroic. His loving family is around him, and yet something is off, very off. His evolving understanding of his powers, something whispers in the dark from dark vibrations beyond the Speed Force. Okay. I don't know. I'll give it a chance. This I absolutely will not. Does anybody notice how bad the Power Girl backups are and then the Power Girl special are? Like absolute fucking trash. Absolute trash. And it's by Leah Williams. Nope. I am noping out of that. But that is Jen Bartel. So, oh my God. Yep, I will be needing that. Like, you can't tell me she's not the most amazing artist. How does she make things so pretty? It's so fucking pretty. I will be checking this out, though. I seen the backup story, and I believe it was the Power Girl special. It was good. Power Girl is garbage. Power Girl is beyond... Like, I just don't understand. Why did they change her name? Is there any reason? Is there? I don't get it. Samuel does not like Tom King's idea. That makes no external logic sense. One person commits a mass murder and Congress bans an entire race. Never mind, Amazon has saved countless lives. Many. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna have to wait for some context to figure out if it makes any sense, right? I don't get it. I don't. Fire and Ice, yes, absolutely. Blue Beetle #1. Is this has got to be okay? Yeah, the graduation is over, and that's continuing. That was pretty decent. I didn't like it at first. It was the art I didn't care for, but I did get used to it. So it's better. I'm hoping. So we're getting the new Green Lantern War Journal, the Philip Kennedy Johnson story. Now, I am hoping this is better than the backups we've gotten from Jon Stewart already, because it is horrendous. I mean, it's not horrendous. It's just not very good. Not very good at all. I love all these chibi covers. They're adorable. Green Lantern #3. Wait. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, why are we just getting 3? Because 2 was on my list, but we've got Night Terrors. Night Terrors. And the lead-in to the story in War Journal. So you got to read that first. Okay, that makes sense. Look at this cover, you guys. Mary Marvel looks so good. These artists are insane. Shazam 3. Okay, this has been good too. I think we figured out. Hey, this came out last week, and I didn't review it. Mr. Mine is now... No, it wasn't Mr. Mine. It was Psycho Pirate. It was really, really good. Jon Stewart is a pretty bad character to begin with. He let a planet get destroyed because of his arrogance. That's fair. Titans #3. 2 just came out this week. It was good. Like, the stuff that I thought Flash being murdered was going to be a big deal, it wasn't, like, at all. And now Brother Blood is a reformed savior named Brother Eternity. And he's crowdfunding humanity's something. It's very, very weird. It's very weird. I don't know, but I give it a chance. Cyborg 3, I'm not reading this. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not reading this. This is going to be really mean, so I apologize ahead of time. When I look at Tom Rainey's art, I want to vomit. I don't care for it. Everybody looks like a weirdo midget. He does very weird angles, and it like physically makes me sick to my stomach. Whoa, that's pretty. Superman 6, I need to... Wait. Gleb Melkonoff, which I like Gleb, but he's taking over art. I thought it was Jamal Campbell that was doing art. Well, regardless, he's a good artist. Weirdo midget. No, I'm not even being hyperbolic. They look... Grown-ass adults look like weirdo midgets, and they kind of... Like... Children... I don't even know how to describe it. It's so funky. It's so weird. It makes me sick. I don't like it. Action Comics. What? Hold on a second. Did anyone else notice this? Okay, it's not letting me highlight it, but whatever. Did anybody else notice this? Mags is back. Hold on. Why? What? Why? Who is Noah Stone? Maybe that's... And what's her strange obsession with Clark Kent? Maybe that's why? Why is she back? She's not a good writer. This is the problem. This is the problem. Not only is she not a good writer, she's really not a good person either. Not that you have to be a good person, right? To write a book good. But she can't do that. That's the bare minimum you have to do. Oh my God. What? DC does some good things like Birds of Prey and all of these books, and then they do dumb shit like this. Then they do dumb ass shit like this. Green Arrow 4, that's been really good. Parallax returns. Very cool. Hot Girl number 3. This one I'm a little worried about too. We looked her up. We looked them up. We looked this person, Jadazia, up. All they had written was like I don't know, Galaxy and the Stars book, and they didn't really have a lot of credits. Y'all are crazy. Why? Because we don't like a writer? She's not a good writer. I'm not gonna defend her because she's trans or something. She's not a good writer. Superboy Man of Tomorrow. I need to read the last issue. This was pretty good though. No, because of the midget stuff. Oh, no. It physically makes me ill. It's weird, right? It's like as bad as Attack on Titan art. It's so bad I can't stand reading it. I know it's really weird. And it may be like my OCD or something, but like I can't do it. Steelworks, the first one sucked. I'm not reading that. I'm not even giving it 3 issues because I don't care about the character. Looks like they're bringing Flex Metallo back. That's freaking cool. Ghouls wanna have fun. Why isn't it loading the... I think my Wi-Fi went out for a second. Am I still here? Have I seen the new season of Black Mirror? No, I haven't seen any Black Mirror. Ghouls just want to have fun. Okay, so that's our Halloween book. We got Gargoyle of Gotham by Raphael Grandpa. A lot of people are excited for this. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the concept, right? We'll see. I'm not a big fan of the art either. Even got the Noir edition. Okay. The Last Day. Oh, yes. Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor by Mark Waid. Yes. And art by Brian Hitch. Fuck yes. Wait. Sorry, I was talking about jokes about midgets. Midgets bringing battle axes, but it's Cyborg, so it's like midgets bringing a boom tube, right? And then it's got like the one guy goes, "I want matcha." Wait, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. It was so bad. She accused Scott Snyder of love bombing. No, she accused Sean Gordon Murphy. Did she accuse Scott also? White Knight presents. Fuck yes. Look at this. I love her already. I don't know who that is. I haven't read the most recent issue. It just came out. Give me a break. Okay, I will, Angelo. Where did it go? Okay, here we are. The story has been awesome. So we've got the Generation Joker where they go on the whole thing with their dad, which is really cool. Riddler Year 1. Is this the trade? Oh, okay. I might get this. Bianca said issue 1 was really good and I was waiting for it to come in trade. I might wait till it comes on sale. See? Huh. $30 for double the pages of ISOM. I'm just pointing something out here. Just pointing out facts. That is Riot. Yes. Is it? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Samuel. Dead Boy Detectives. We got the trade here. Oh, only $20 for 1.5 times the page. Just pointing something out. 3 Jokers. This was really good. I already read this. I read oh my God, what was that book called this week? It was not good. It was Static and some guy. I can't remember. I think it starts with an A. I don't remember. It was like Anansi. I had to look in my books. It was all right. It was fine. The Static team up. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I am getting this, and I am reviewing this, you guys. I also want to point out 160 pages, $9.99. Joker. Oh, this is volume 2. I need to get volume 1. Did I review all of volume 1 or just the beginning? I am getting this too. And then there's one more. No, Wayne Family Adventures. I've already read that. Vixen. Oh, these are all coming to trade, you guys. They're so good. This Vixen one is so good. You got to check them out for reals. For realsies, guys. Warworld Saga, Lost Children, Lazarus Pits, blah. Okay, come on. I don't know if I'll check this out. The first one didn't super impress me, but the neo-gothic, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing I like, but I wasn't super impressed with the first Batman Beyond story that they did. Batman Incorporated, I do have a feeling Batman Incorporated no more. Is this the last issue? No, it doesn't look like it's the last issue. I don't know. What the fuck is this cover, you guys? Oh! Is this who I think it is? Hold on. This is important. Stop it. Is this oh my God, what's her name? Joker's daughter. What's her name? The origin of the what's her name? That's definitely her. I bought the Riddler #3 and it was very good. Okay, then I'm definitely getting it. Dueladet! It's Dueladet! It's Dueladet! It's Dueladet. Hell yes. Mark Waid is killing it. City Boy, and we've got, oh my God, we've got Swamp Thing. Okay, that's awesome. Danger Street #9. I'm so glad this is coming back. This has been very, very good. Fables, I don't read. I'm not a big Fables person. We've got Black, White, and Redder, Gail Simone. I miss when these came up on Comixology because they were easier to read. Looney Tunes, Mad Magazine. I wonder if that sells more than 4 issues. I'm just saying. Dueladet from the Gotham Knights TV show. No! That was not Dueladet. No, it was not. It's a lie. We got Peacemaker. This book has been incredible. Really, really good. We got Spirit World. We talked about that one earlier. Very curious how that ends up. Shadows of Dakota is back. This book is great. Now, don't let this get you down. Okay? Don't let this get you down. This book is fantastic. I don't believe that Vita does much work on this because all I've read from Vita, I've only ever cared for one story. But Shadows of Dakota is really, really good. Static and Eban put Shock to the System. We've got Eban, Rubber Band Man, maybe coming back. Okay, I'm in. I love it. Superman Lost. I haven't read that from last week. I don't know. I'm probably going to wait for the trade for that one. Just because it's Superman and Bill, right? Boring. Ew. No. Okay. We've got Tales of the Titans. I didn't even know they... Oh, wait. What is this? What is Tales of the Titans? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Good morning, RC Scott. What is Tales of the Titans? Nope. We got Joker, the man who stopped laughing. And that has also been the me who stopped reading it. Just saying. Sandman Universe, Glass House. I love this cover. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. We've got All Hell Breaks Loose in San Francisco as the Corinthian, Thessaly, and Azazel struggle for dominion and ultimately annihilation. Yes. I freaking love it. The Vigil. Yes, you missed something. I missed August. I'm sorry. The Vigil. We got Wildcats. We got Zealot, who's also in the new Birds of Prey, which is really fucking cool, right? Wildcats have just been okay too. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm way behind on that one because it's not very good. If the quality starts lacking, I just stop reading them. I can't help it. World's Finest Teen Titans. This is gonna be so good. Mark Waid has been killing it with these. Groot. Absolute Dark Knight. Andromeda. This is a great book. This is from last year. Really, really good art. Gotham by Gaslight, they're re-releasing. Okay. Reptilian. That's such a good book, too. And the art is by Liam Sharp, you guys. It is trippy and fun and fucking weird. And $16.99 for 160 pages. Hush Saga. Why are they re-releasing all these? Catwoman volume. I think we're getting to all the collections. We've got the New Frontier, Ex Machinima. We got Fables. We got JSA and JLA, Virtue and Vice. Commandi. Well, they're doing a lot. Super Sons Omni. Superman for All Seasons. Unchained. They are doing a lot. They're going heavy. Detective Chimp. Human Target. I never read that. I said I was going to go back and read it when it was done, and I never did. Blood Pact, very good. Calvin Scott did Blood Pact and Titans United, the first one. Really, really enjoyed the way that this was done. The art by Lucas Meyer was really, really good, too. Waller vs. Wildstorm has been... It's been something. That's been something. Evolution. Well, these are old. 70 Phillips did this. This wasn't a bad story. This was really good. Wow. Wow, not bad at all. We got some good stuff. We got some shit. I mean, isn't that pretty typical? That's pretty typical. Wildstorm needs to get away from DC. No, I disagree. I mean, I get it. But I also think that they just need the right writer when it comes to that too, right? They just need the correct writer. All right, guys, I am going to wrap up, but I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I was going to remind you of something, and I was going to say what I was doing tomorrow, and I'm probably playing Mortal Kombat. Check out something epic. Just look at the Image website and look at the first couple pages. I promise you will enjoy it. I promise. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening to me rant. I guess that was kind of a rant, right? I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.